Good afternoon, everybody. It's 11:30. It said 47 degrees out this afternoon. It's supposed to get up to 50. So, should be a nice day out the rest of the afternoon anyway. So right now I'm going to make a lasagna, a Lazy Man's lasagna cabbage casserole. The last head of cabbage I have. I know I've used a lot of cabbage, but this is the last one I have, so this is what I'm using. So, first of all, I took 1 pound of Hamburg and browned it. And as I browned the Hamburg, I stuck in a package of onion soup mix. I stuck it in while it was on the stove, and then I also put a half a cup of rice in it and let it cook a little longer. So it's a little warm right now, so that's what I want. So I'm going to put 1 can of tomato soup in here. And I'll do up the cabbage after I get this all mixed up here. So, and then I'm going to put 1 can of water in here. Get this all. I hope everybody had a nice weekend. I know we did. Of course, even when you don't do anything, at times you have a nice weekend. So I'm putting this can of water in. Mix her up. So this is going to be put on the oven on at 350. And the cabbage is not cooked. Cabbage is raw, so I'm going to be cutting it up into chunks. And so it's going to be probably baking for about an hour, depending on your oven. Just test it. But after 45 minutes, just, give it a test. So that's all I did was mix it up. It's still quite warm. So if we go to put it on and it's not as juicy as I'd like, I'm going to put some tomato juice in it. So I got my 9x13 pan, and I'm going to slice my cabbage up here. I don't want the middle here. Okay, so I'm just going to chunk it up, the cabbage up here. Okay, I did get the middle section here. Yeah, get rid of that middle section, it's a little hard. And this one too. You can actually put as much cabbage as you'd like in this. So, okay, it calls for about a 1 pound cabbage. I have no idea how much I have here. I'm just going to put just a little bit on the bottom here, just like I would for my regular lasagna. Okay, now you can layer this, or you can throw everything in and just mix it up. So we're going to try layering it a little bit. So, and then we'll put everything on top of it. Okay, those look like cabbages. This is a really nice, I haven't had it in a long time. I got the recipe from a friend. So, no, I got a letter today because we changed our address. Now we don't use the post office anymore. We use the in front of our house. What a pain trying to get that changed to just our house number. Post office says they won't be sending them if I don't change the address on it. Or change it off the post office box. Not as if we haven't lived here my whole life so far. But I guess that's how it is. So some of this I'm throwing on here double. You know, we like cabbage here. As you can tell with all the cabbage I've been using. So here's one layer. Here's your one layer. And I'm just going to put some more of the meat sauce and onions and stuff on top of it. They had to try to hurry. They're supposed to be changing our electric meters today, and I don't want anything to go off. So I just dabbed it, and then I'm going to take some more, and we're going to do some more. I'm going to try to use all this cabbage up and stuff, so. I hate that core that's usually in here. I don't mind it when I'm making a boiled dinner, but I don't like it when I do anything else. So, get this layer done. And as I said, it was 350 in your oven. So I may have enough for a third row as far as the liquid goes. Okay, some of these little pieces out of here. Okay, there's my second. And now I'll use the rest to put here, and then I will probably end up putting some tomato juice on it. I think I'll put there, and I'll just put the rest of this cabbage on. Of course, they had their 7th, 8th grade dance this weekend. So all the girls really looked nice in their dresses and their shoes. It seemed nice not to have them with ripped jeans like they're wearing nowadays. And regular shoes on. They all looked very nice. So that means end of school is coming. Yes, it is. It's just down just a little bit, spread it out. The rest of this cabbage in. They say this is a lazy man's lasagna. Basically, well, almost the same stuff. Of course, we don't put the rice in our other lasagna, so. So then it's going to go in at 350. For, I'm going to put some tomato juice in there. To me, it's Should be a little thicker, or waterier, or whatever you want to call it. You could use any kind of tomato, V8 or whatever you want. I don't go with all the name brands, as you can tell when I'm cooking stuff. I just don't do all the name brands. See how that looks. Yeah. There we go. I'll hold this way so you can see it. Looks almost like a lasagna. Just we use cabbage instead. So I'm going to give you the recipe again on this. Eventually I'll see why I'm getting so many shades and stuff in this camera here. So I used a pound of ground beef. I browned it. I use a package of onion soup mix. And I use a pound of the cabbage. And I chop that up into bigger slices, or smaller slices. And a can of tomato soup, a can of water, and a half a cup of rice. Now I sauteed the meat, the onion soup mix, and the rice until brown, and then I added the rice mixture. I sliced the cabbage. I did soak my cabbage because I've had it for a few weeks, and so I soaked it before. It doesn't make any difference. I just did that. And so I sliced my cabbage, and I spread it into my meat mixture. Let's see, and then I put the soup, the water on top, and I did it like you would a lasagna. And then I wanted it a little more liquidier, so I put, sorry about that, so I put tomato juice in it and stuff, and probably a good cup of tomato juice I put. It depends on how liquidy and stuff you'd like it. Some people like this stuff dry, some like it a little more liquidy. 350 degrees in the oven. And look at it, it said about an hour, maybe a little more. I would go 45 minutes, test it, make sure everything is cooked with the cabbage, basically. Well, yeah, everything is cooked with the cabbage. And so if your cabbage is done, usually your rice and everything else will be done. I am going to cover it for a little while and then put it in my oven at 350. So, well, I hope you all enjoyed this one. I try to make them not too long because everybody has things they want to do and they have to do and stuff. So I try not to get anything that's really, really long and stuff. So that's that. I hope you all have a nice day out here. It did quit raining. It was pouring earlier this morning, but it's supposed to get nice and warmer outside. I'm not going to say warm, but nice and warmer outside in the 50s. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day. We'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.